In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make doll-sized food without clay. You can make doll-sized food out of a lot of different things. So definitely go check out my friend Raiinbowbitez' video. I'm going to have hers linked below because this is a collab and we're both going to make some really cute food for your dolls. So check these out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to work with is foam. You can find sheets of foam at Dollar Tree, even at Walmart, anywhere. You can also use paper if you don't have foam on hand. Then we're going to cut them in little pieces. We're going to add some paint and Mod Podge. Now you don't have to do this, it's optional, but I wanted to make my green beans a little bit darker. If you don't want to make them darker, you will need some Mod Podge or tacky glue or even school glue to kind of glue them together. So to do that, we're just going to move them around in a little pile on the glue mixture and try to get them to look kind of like a pile of green beans. And I recommend using wax paper or even the plastic off of doll packaging to do this. It comes out a lot easier and it comes up a lot easier. And then we're going to add a little bit of chalk pastels. Like I said, this is optional. This is just going to give you some more color. You can use makeup, you can use paint, whatever you have on hand. You don't have to get anything special for this project. And like I said, you can even just use the foam. I'm also going to add a little bit of brown because I wanted my green beans to have a little bit of a darker green tint. So you can do it this way, or you can even do this at the end whenever they're dry and just dust it on. I've done it that way before as well. So now I'm just adding a little bit of Mod Podge on top because some of mine did not want to stay. So I'm just going to go in and fix those and kind of lay them on top to kind of make them look a little more stacked. Now we're going to make some yams or carrots the same exact way. Now you can make a lot of different little vegetables out of this foam and you can change the color of them with paint. So it's really simple. This time we're just going to be adding Mod Podge. On our plate I'm using matte. I'm going to be using chalk pastels to color this, so I'm going to add in a little bit of red. I'm trying to make them look like candy yams where they're like a dark orangish red color. They're very hard to explain, but I went ahead and used some red and brown, hoping that I could get that color. Now I'm mixing them up and really trying to get that color to come through and mixing in my little pieces as well so I can kind of stack them in a little pile so that they will dry together, and whenever they're done drying they'll come up super simple, and then they're gonna look like little candy yams. Now we're going to let our project dry. You can let it dry overnight if you want to be safe. That's what I'm going to do. And we're going to move on to some mashed potatoes. So for the mashed potatoes, you're going to need Mod Podge, white paint, and flour. So I have a mixture of Mod Podge and a little bit of white paint just to kind of color the flour because it is off-white. And then we're just going to add some flour to our plate. Now, I used a little bit too much flour. You don't need this much if you're just making for Barbie or even smaller little dolls or pets, because this is a lot. I ended up having to throw some of it away, but you're just going to mix it together, almost like you're making a dough or a clay. And when you're doing this, you're just going to kind of wait until it kind of starts to stick together. And when it starts to do that, you'll know it's ready. So what you're going to do is you're just going to pull a piece off. It's going to get a little messy here. And then we're going to roll it into like a little ball. You don't have to make it into a flat ball. You can give it some texture, whatever you want to do at this point. And then you're going to leave it to dry overnight. And that is going to be our mashed potatoes. So here is everything dry. We have our yams, we have our green beans, and our mashed potatoes. Also, I did make a gravy, and all I did was add it on some wax paper. It's just glue and some chalk pastels mixed in. You can do this with tacky glue, Mod Podge, even I guess you could use white glue, but you can make little gravy really easy this way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of this gravy and put it on my potatoes. So I have a little piece, and you can just simply lay it on top if you don't want to glue it down or anything. And I kind of mush it on there so it looks like it's actually laying on the item. And on this one, I'm going to use tacky glue because I want to glue this one down. So that's what I'm going to do here, and that way it doesn't move or anything. And here they are with their little gravy on top. They are so cute. I think they came out really realistic, and they were super simple to make. So now I am going to use the rest of this gravy for like other little things like meats or turkey or whatever you make other than these little sides. Definitely go check out Raiinbowbitez' video. She has some really fun ones that you can try and use the gravy on. So this is our food. It is all done. I made 2 plates because I'm going to share mine with Rainbow and with Muffin, and hopefully Muffin will share. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to check out Rainbow's video, and I'll see you very soon with another video.